What's up, folks? Adam Smasher 93 here. And you're probably wondering what I'm doing. Well, let me tell you this. On May 24th this year, Overwatch turned a year old. And since over that year, it has gotten 30 million people to answer the call. And what I decided to do to celebrate the anniversary of Overwatch, I've done a lot of thinking. I've decided that to reveal what my top 5 most favorite characters are. Let me tell you, I played through every one of them. They have their own unique abilities that shape the game to the way it is, instead of having like clones. But like I said, there are 5 characters I felt stood out the most. My favorite, or what I had most fun with. So here we are. Let's count down the top 5 of my personal favorite Overwatch characters. Coming in at number 5 is the character known as Mei. Well, let me tell you, Mei, she might be very annoying when you're dealing with an opponent that uses Mei. But when you're the one that uses it, she can be a whole lot of fun to use. And look at what was I gonna say? Anyways, what you could do with Mei: freezing your opponent and then icicling them in the head. Just having a lot of fun. And whenever you're in like a lot of trouble, you can always freeze yourself and heal up. And then if you're still in trouble, you can always whip up an ice wall. And some of her emotes are pretty fun too. Anyways, but what really could stand out that really help your allies is her blizzard. And when you got the blizzard, and if your opponents are frozen, that could really help your teammates wipe them out. And get this, Mei is one of the best when it comes to playing control, because she's able to contest a point, even by herself, with her abilities for about 8 seconds. And then if you have your opponents protecting the point, you can whip up the blizzard, unless Deva has her defense matrix up and absorbs it, and she'll be able to freeze opponents solid. When it's you and your teammates could go in for the kill and take the point. Let me tell you, she might be annoying on the opposing side, but Mei, playing her as iced as one of my favorites. Number 4 is what many people call, well, some of my friends call him the Edgelord, is Reaper. So at first glance, you're gonna have Reaper as like, man, he looks dark and menacing. Well, he is. And he is a terrorist, and that backs up his menacing appearance. But anyways, Reaper? He may be a joke at far range. That is true. But when he gets close to you, his weapons are twin shotguns. And the damage close to your face is really devastating. You could even get up to the face of a Reinhardt, even with the shield up, and you could still be able to, if the guns are past his shield and onto him, it's gonna hurt. But anyways, need a chance to escape or you could definitely use his Wraith mode, and he could get out of situations, even though Wraith mode can't get out of a trap. But you could use that to be able to flank opponents. And if you want to get to places that seem unreachable for walking, you could pretty much shadow step yourself there. And with the ultimate, the Death Blossom, if you got the right protection and power up, that ultimate could devastate your opponents. Like that. Let me tell you, Wise Reaper's so fun. You could definitely shadow step, shoot your opponents, and then wraith yourself the hell out of there. Reaper is definitely a good character to play as. Coming in at number 3 is the Talon Assassin Sniper Widowmaker. Let me tell you, it's what it says. Perfect assassin, patient, ruthlessly efficient character. And a pretty damn good one, too. The reason why I consider Widowmaker so fun to play as is just because, get this, her critical hits are the highest critically hit she has the highest critical hit damage of all players in the game. Well, highest multiplayer to be exactly. While the others have double the damage, hers is 2.5 times. And get this, what makes it more fun is being able to get those critical hits, snipes, and really devastate the competition. But to do that, you really need accuracy and timing for this one. She might be a little tough to play as, but once you can get that, fun character to play as. And you want to make it even more fun than that? If you got like a Reaper trying to shadow step, you can just wait for him to like materialize, and while he's still in a vulnerable state, when he's trying to complete the shadow step, you could pretty much just take aim, put a bullet to his head, and he's dead. Or she can even help shut down potential game-changing ultimates like Pharah's. Let's see, Pharah's Barrage, which when she's raining justice and you can just put a bullet in her head. Or even McCree trying the high noon, even though you're gonna need to be pretty quick about that. But very pleasing when you shut down their ultimates. I gotta say, if you're looking for a fun character, even though she may be hard to play as at first, Widowmaker is a good one. Number 2 on my list is the Omnic Monk Zenyatta. Let me tell you, he may be a support character, but let me tell you this, if used correctly, this Omnic Monk can tear things up. For example, getting a Discord orb on one of your opponents, and then if you get some headshots in, they're gonna go down pretty quickly. Even though his harmony orb can only go on one at a time, it could be quite useful. You could also help your teammates kill your opponents and be able to take objectives. But what I really like about Zenyatta, he can pretty much counter others like Bastion with his charge up. I forget what it's called. The Orb of Destruction. He can charge to release the projectiles, and that could be very devastating if you can land all 5 of those, especially against a mounted Bastion. Ugh. Always thought they were annoying, but don't worry about that. And get this, and he can also be a potential tank buster, especially if he can get those headshots in.
We are in
And
harmony.
looking at these lines, it says a lot of references. Like, I think,
I think. Therefore I am.
or,
Death is whimsical today.
and when you hear his lines, he doesn't brag about it. He just gives useful information like, we all start in ignorance, or revenge is not justice, or any of that. But let me tell you, if you can time right a transcendence, while your opponents are in trouble or they're trying to get our ultimates done, you could potentially, this could be a potential game-saving moments there. Or a potential game winner with when your teammates can use their ults more easily. Anyways, Zenyatta is very fun when you use them correctly. Okay, before I go to my number one most favorite character, I'm gonna take this moment and show you the honorable mentions I have. There are some characters I thought were pretty good but didn't quite make it in my top 5, including Pharah, Mercy, even Soldier 76, and even Bastion, although he could be annoying on the other team. Those are some good characters. Even though they're not my top 5, they're still fun to play as. And even McCree, when you can get those, that stun quick draw combo in, forget the name. But enough of that. I enjoy all of them to a certain extent. But the 5 I enjoy the most. But I have yet to mention the number 1 character I enjoy playing as the most. Let's see what my number 1 most favorite character is. My number 1 most favorite character in this game is, let's just all say it, Deva. Let me ask you this. What is not fun about playing as a professional gamer who rides in this mech right here and can fly around the stage in short times, at a time at least? Just ask me, what is not... let me ask you again, what's not fun about that? But anyways, Deva can pretty much help your teammates out in a big way. That is including putting a defense matrix when Bastion's trying to shoot your team. When you have that in the way, while Bastion struggles with the defense matrix, your teammates can pretty much get rid of him, or any other of your opponents. She is a good defensive character there. Or go on offense when you block and then start shooting. Or you could use her mech and use the boosters to knock opponents potentially to their deaths. Or let me show you some of the victory poses are pretty awesome. Like sitting on your mech. Or just not any of that. But before I go on, some of her voice lines are like gamers references, like
Winky
or
here comes a new challenger.
which references Street Fighter, meaning away from keyboard. Or she says
GG. LOL.
yeah, she pretty much says a lot of gamer references, which I kind of find a lot of fun. You're seeing the sprays there. She even has the officer outfit. Or the You Are Not Prepared, which is for everyone. She has a lot, but what... And some of her highlight intros seem to stand out. Including Eject. Lying around. Just lying around saying, hey, I got to play the game. or just jump into mech. Or my personal favorite, which came out since Uprising, which I got on my PS4, this. But if you really want to devastate your opponents, she has her self-destruct. And with that, you could potentially kill the entire team with that. Because if your opponents are within the explosion radius and they can't find anywhere to hide, it does 1,000 points of damage. The most out of all alts. Let me tell you, there are 24 characters on there. I have my top 5, but Deva is the best of them all. And with that, the conclusion to my top 5 most favorite Overwatch characters is here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see me do more top X videos of whatever, just let me know in the comment section below. And if you liked any of these, why not give it a like and add this to your favorites? And if you want to see more videos in the future of this, why not subscribe to my channel? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. And as always, the future is now. Are you with us?